Hey loves, my name is Kyle August, and I'm here to help you manifest your specific person in the quickest and easiest possible way. I had a thought the other day that's going to seem very obvious, but it has a lot of weight behind it when it comes to manifestation. And it's such a simple idea. We probably have thought this or intuitively known this throughout our entire time manifesting, but when we bring it to light, it's going to give you huge insight as to how we can pull ourselves out of that negative thinking whenever we feel like we can't manifest or it's not going our way. So here is that super simple idea, and I'm going to elaborate on it a lot more just so it makes sense to everyone. So here's the idea. If something feels easy, then you know for a fact that you are in the state of that thing, right? Think about things that you feel are very permanent in your reality. How do you feel towards them? It's very easy to have the clothes you're wearing. It's very easy to have the car you own or the house you own. Whatever it is, it feels very easy and effortless, right? And I'm going to give you guys a metaphor to make this, again, make a lot more sense. You guys know I love the metaphors. Think about a time in which you didn't have the clothes you had, or the house, or the car, whatever it is that I mentioned. How did you feel towards that thing? Maybe there was something in the past that you really, really wanted, and you felt very excited and very nervous, maybe even anxious about getting that thing. But now you own that thing, and it feels so easy, so effortless. You can't even imagine your life without that thing. That is the movement from the old state into the new state, and that's why it feels so easy and effortless. So then you may be thinking, if something feels easy and effortless, that means I'm in a state of it. So if it feels hard or difficult, that means I'm not. Well, not necessarily. But this idea is going to help us in understanding at the beginning of the process, if we are ever attempting to switch a state from the old into the new. Sometimes it may not be an overnight process, and that's completely all right. Truly, like you guys hear me state in a lot of my videos, you already have all of your manifestations alive within you. Again, to say that they are near, in the words of Neville, would say that they are too far away. So whenever you're feeling something isn't easy, that's a time in which we can accidentally begin pushing too much of our energy onto our external reality. So let's say right now, as you're manifesting your specific person, you start to get frustrated. You start to feel as though things aren't going your way. This just means we're in the process of switching those states, and you don't have to get frustrated at your actions or your thoughts because everything is in a perfect movement and in a perfect alignment with the outcome that you want. So think of it in this way. Let's say I was going to teach you guys how to play guitar. In that case, do you guys think you'd be very good at it instantaneously? You would say no, it wouldn't be. You wouldn't instantly grab a guitar and then be masters at it, right? You wouldn't be ready to play a concert or start a band because it's a process. This thing feels new only because we are not in the state of it. But as you practice, as you assume that state, as that guitar playing becomes a natural, habitual state for you, it gets easy. Think about any other skill that you can imagine. I guess a good one would be, think about your job when you just started. How did you feel towards that job? It felt new, it felt difficult, it felt hard. But then as soon as you continued, as soon as you kept coming to work, as soon as it became habitual, it became easy. So what I'm trying to get with this idea is that if right now you're manifesting and you feel frustrated, you're really worried that your negative thoughts, your negative feelings are going to manifest, you don't have to worry. This is just going to be that transition state. And this is where persistence comes into play. Because if I was teaching you guys how to play the guitar, again, you may get frustrated if you had the thought that you should be further or better at playing guitar than you are at this current moment. But that's the reasoning the frustration begins, and the same thing is going to happen when it comes to your specific person. If you feel like you need to be, you have to be further than you are at this current moment, that creates frustration, which creates anxiety, creates worry, and then we start thinking about the how or when, and it doesn't do us any good. That only puts us in a negative or despondent state, right? But instead, if you trust and love the process, you would know if someone was learning how to play guitar, or even think about that time at your work. If you were learning something new and got very frustrated and very angry with that outcome, it would be so much harder to learn that task. And think about it in the past. The things that you just knew that you could do. You just thought, this is easy. Even if it didn't seem easy at first, you knew no matter what, you're going to accomplish this. Those are the things that you accomplish overnight, like within a week, like any sort of skill you are going to accomplish with that thinking. So now when it comes to your manifestation of your specific person, I want you guys to think the same exact way. You already have your manifestation alive within you. But know that changing that state doesn't always feel like an overnight process. But again, that's okay. You can manifest overnight if you truly assume the state. So I'm never going to take that away from you. But know that without a doubt, if it's still a process, if it's still going to be a bridge of events, you are doing perfectly, and never ever forget that. Just because it feels hard right now doesn't mean it's going to feel hard forever. And I would just assume or create affirmations that manifestation is easy. Bring your specific person into your reality is easy. Everything is easy for you. And as soon as you continue with this, as soon as you kind of really believe that and know that, you're going to see everything get much easier. Because as we assume the state, that thing gets more and more easy. It gets more and more natural, more and more habitual. And don't you want to feel that natural and habitual state when it comes to your specific person? I would imagine that you would very much. For the next week, I want you to act this out entirely in your reality. I want you to be fully patient and calm with yourself. Again, just for the week. If you feel frustrated, like you're someplace and you need to get someplace else, make that elsewhere here at this moment. Just exhibit patience, just exhibit gratitude, and I guarantee you that for this next week, when thinking that, when acting that out, you are going to see so much more results than you've gotten over the past month of being frustrated, because it is that alignment, that mental ease that is going to create and put you into that wish fulfilled state easier than anything else you could ever do. So if you are feeling frustrated, upset, or kind of impatient with the process, it is a perfect time to pull yourself back. Get into that patience, like I mentioned. Get into that gratitude. Know that you are precisely where you need to be. And that manifestation is going to make your manifestation of your SP even more easy and more effortless. Because as soon as the harder we try for something, the harder it seemingly becomes, because internally we're telling ourselves that this thing must be hard and that's why I must try so hard. If you ever feel like you're running around in a circle, this is more than time than ever to kind of pull that back. Know that as soon as you assume or act as if that thing is easy, it becomes easy. Just like I mentioned with learning guitar, or learning that new skill at work. As soon as you understand and know you're absolutely going to learn this skill, you're absolutely going to get into the state, you're absolutely going to have exactly what you want, everything becomes easier. Everything just gracefully, lovingly, peacefully comes to you with no effort on your behalf at all. I will say, throughout the whole process, throughout everyone I've ever coached, throughout my own situations, I have found that you don't have to put in as much effort as you think you do. Assuming the wish fulfilled state is all that you need to do. Like the video I posted yesterday or a couple days ago. If you feel like you have to put in all this work, if you show up to your job and you feel like you have to do everyone's job, it's not going to get you there any closer than if you just showed up to work again and did nothing. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get paid the same. And to relate that to manifestation, you are absolutely going to get what you desire. And the only prerequisite that you need to do is show up. All you have to do is be you, love yourself, be the person that you want to be, and it will bring everything you want to. You're going to flip into that reality where you have exactly what you want, because your specific person wants that perfect version of you. They want to be with you. They want to pursue you. So let them pursue you. So thanks for watching today. That's all I got for you. It was just a quick idea that I definitely wanted to let you guys know, because I want to make everything easy and effortless for you, like I say at the beginning of all of my videos. But if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below. You can also reach out to me on my website if you wanted to send me a personal message at kyleaugustcoaching.com. Don't forget to like this video if you absolutely loved it, and then don't forget to subscribe as well. But that's all I got for you guys today, so I'll see you next time.